Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tail of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7", 135 pounds even. That's the lightweight limit. And he's got a reach of 74 inches. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence. It's the babyface assassin Marco Antonio Barrera. He fights out of Mexico City and has the entire country in his corner. He's a 3-weight division world champion.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Mexico City, here is the sensational 3-division champion of the world, the baby-faced assassin, Marco Antonio Barrera.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. These punches coming from every angle. Good left hook. Straight right just misses. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fight on fight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is a high-octane battle. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice work to block that right uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Just the same again.
Tom, and get your boxing back together. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he'll start tiring up. The jab's working nice.
Battle round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Let's go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible...
Already, the right hand's
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
It's bombs away. They exchange punches. So close with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Good.
There's the bell to start round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Uppercuts can he take? There's a counter shot. Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Trying to land that jab. These two fighters are made for one another. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Are we about to see the legend Barrera go down? Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two.
We're better than that.
There's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Misses with the jab. Beautiful counter shot. And he misses with that jab. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
I need to see... 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a breath.
Whoa, wait a minute. Crawford in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down twice.
Stay put.
Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, put him back in his...
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
It's boxing, just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything, all right? Now go back out there and win this round. You only lost 1 round. Nothing. Don't worry.
And there's the bell for round 5. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Do you believe what we are seeing? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
No rest for the weary. When are we going to see a jab from these 2? When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight.
On to the 6th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these 2 fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change?
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Barrera might be going down. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Beautiful counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go. like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Crawford is dazed! It somehow weathered the storm.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
There's the bell to start round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Parries that jab away. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Good counter punching. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Just missing out with that combination. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout with that.
And there's the bell for round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Good defense stopping that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Not sure how serious that cut is, but the referee's going to take a good look at it. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh my! been in this kind of trouble before. Marco Antonio Barrera is on the canvas. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from... 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
We didn't know who was going to win, and in the end, no one did win. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's...